This is the Tesla 1 month overview reading for the month of May 2023. It's currently April 8th, 2023, 12:36 a.m. Eastern Time. Tesla at the time of this reading in the extended hours is $185.00 USD per share. And the shuffle file for the May Tesla reading was created on March 23rd, 2023 at 12:28 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this file right here. The overall theme and behavior, we have a prominent move higher, followed by a full retracement of that move back down to where the move higher started. It's crossed with a significant decline standing out on at least the 1 month chart. So this would be a prominent move standing out on a 1 month chart with a full retracement. It'll make like a triangular shape. And that's also what the highest high card is saying up here. Often with the Lover's card, the technical chart pattern is kind of like a triangular peak. Behavior around the lowest low, we have a prominent move out of the low that'll stand out on a 1 month chart and will successfully turn resistance into new support at the end of that prominent move. Before we go any further, let's take a look at our Tesla reading. So it looks like we got the highest high here pretty on point. Right here on the first, there was a significant decline and a prominent low. I could see how that might have almost felt like a lowest low there on the second because it was such a deep decline. Opportunity on the first in the midst of a bit of a rally there early in the day to open up a short position. That would have made some serious money. And then we had another prominent high here on the third. So that's standing out pretty good. Significant decline standing out on a 1 month chart there on the 9th. There we go, that big red candlestick. This is where it went a little sideways, I think. I should have seen this double X here as a lowest low. And it, sometimes with a volatile stock like this can be a little difficult to get the direction right based on like we have a high and a low both like so close to each other. But in any case, it's a little bit off there. Should have caught that double X because often that does indicate a lowest low. Not always, but often. In any case, we did get that decline there. And then as far as these lows on the 24th, that was a prominent trough. On the 31st, a little bit off. So this went a little skewy towards the end. Not my finest work, but we were able to catch these highs here. I think probably what I was picking up on here, rather than getting this high here, what I was picking up on was this low that we're coming into in early April. And it is important to point out here that this yellow correlation, this yellow highlight here around the 30th, it's a correlation to the adjustment card. And you can see we had this really big move to the upside there on the 31st. So just a little bit off on highs and lows, which for the overall trade, like swing trade, probably wasn't that hot. But a lot of these other smaller trades were pretty solid trades. So I give it an alright. It's not my best work. I like to get the high and the low both. I don't like to get just the high or the low. I like to nail them both, but it can't happen all the time. On the first, out of a prominent trough, there's a bit of bullish behavior there on the first, bumping along resistance, possibly breaking through resistance, bumping along resistance some more. The overall behavior will be bumping like sideways along resistance. But it is a bullish card. And then on the second, there's a key resistance level where we have volatility kind of peter out or it's kind of flatten out at this key resistance level there. There's a bit of a decline off of the high that offers an opportunity. I'll get into that in the paid version. We most likely have a lowest low here or close to a lowest low here on the third. Within a period of sideways fluctuating decline that precedes a rally. On the fourth, I'm advised to be very cautious. A lot of tricky chart behavior here. We have a prominent trough and a prominent crest both on the same day, and whatever trend we're in towards the middle of the afternoon session, it looks like that trend kind of like cools off. On the 5th, we have a period of volatility and a sharp dip that stands out in that period of volatility. On the 8th, a prominent reversal standing out on a 1 month chart. That prominent reversal it looks like we have a fast sudden move higher, and then we have a reversal on a decline, And then we have another move to the upside. A lot of ground is covered to the upside there into the ninth, where we have another opportunity, trade opportunity, which I'll get into in the paid version. Guys, if you're interested in the paid version, it's a really great way to support the channel. The way that you do that is you go to the private Eso-Meta forecast under our services and click on monthly predictions, May, and then pick the ticker that you're interested in or the crypto that you're interested in from the drop down, add to cart and purchase. That's the best way to do it. We definitely value everybody that comes and does that, because that's the biggest way to support the channel. Much appreciated for all of you that do that. All right, so I'm advised not to chase a rally on the 9th. Looks like we probably have a gap down overnight or a decline at the end of the day on the 9th or overnight into the 10th. But then there's a rally that increases with the momentum moving forward through the day on the 10th. On the 11th, we have sideways rotation along key support. We rise to meet the nearest critical resistance, and then we fall back down and continue rotating sideways along that key support. There's a trade opportunity there I'll get into in the paid version. On the 12th, within a channel, a resistance and a support, there's a decline from the resistance to the support, a reversal back all the way back to resistance, and then a reversal all the way back to support. And there's a prominent crest or peak that'll form there on the 12th as well. A prominent trough on the 11th, prominent crest or peak on the 12th. We push the upper end of a range higher on the 15th. Come to another important resistance level on the 16th, where volume kind of peters out a little bit. It kind of flattens out. There's a trade opportunity there in any decline, which I'll talk more about in the paid version. And then we get into what's most likely a highest high. Somewhere around the 17th or the 18th is most likely where we see a highest high. If I was to be wrong about that, then we would see the highest high probably around the 8th or 9th, but I don't think I am. I think the highest high is here on the 17th, 18th. We have a prominent crest or peak that we sell off pretty notably. A lot of ground is covered there on the 17th. And then there's a resistance level highlighted early on the 18th, important resistance level, and multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. On the 19th, we have a period of sideways rotation along key support that ends with a fast sudden move higher, followed by a decline off of that fast sudden move higher into a trough at the end of the day there on the 19th. On the 22nd, a crest or peak early in the day at a failed attempt to break through key resistance, followed by a decline through key support, probably the support that we were rotating sideways along on the 19th. On the 23rd, another trade opportunity I'll get into in the paid version. Likely we open higher or we rally into a crest or peak towards the end of the day, and then we sell off pretty notably from that crest or peak into the establishment of support somewhere around the end of the day on the 24th or into the 25th, where we most likely have another lowest low, or this is most likely where the lowest low is on the 25th. If I had to pick between the 3rd and the 25th, probably the 25th. However, the 3rd is probably close. And there's a pop and drop there on the 25th. A gap up on the 26th, and a sell-off that increases with the momentum moving forward into the end of the week there from that crest or peak early on the 26th into the end of the day. More significant decline on the 30th and 31st. A lot of volatility. There's an important resistance level highlighted early in the day on the 30th. And a lot of price action, a lot of change in price over the 30th and 31st with a decline to the downside. I think we probably gap up over the weekend there. And that's Tesla for May 2023. Guys, if you want to see Tesla for the month of June, make sure to comment, make sure to let me know. It's not guaranteed that I'll do Tesla again next month. It really matters like how much interest I see. So, because I can only do so many. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow the Rule of Karma. You do so here on our channel at the Resources tab. 5% of the profits forward. to one of these charities. 5% of the profits back to the channel here at Cash App or PayPal. And make sure you spend the remainder of that profit out of love. As long as you do that, the universe is going to send it back to you tenfold in all directions, my friends. If you got the paid version, stay tuned. We're going to get into that momentarily. Thanks for watching, my friends. Blessings.